Biko online and then get his reply. Let's take 3 more questions. Okay, yes, sir, please.
Good day, everyone.
Your name and your question.
Emmanuel Ayodeji. So my question is for Barrister. It's a 2-in-1 question. How independent is Nigeria's judiciary in practice, and what role does that independence play in protecting democracy?
All right. Next person, please.
Thank you. Good evening, everyone. My name is Lamidi Ayuba. My question goes thus. As a young student leader, and they are talking about politics, and it's kind of my interest. So I have this question. What was the plan for the youth concerning the incoming, this present government? What plan do they have for the youth that are participating in government actively?
All right. One final question.
Good day. My name is Abayomi Thomas, and my question is pertaining to the youth participation in electoral positions. In the past, we've had youth and younger ones as head of states, but transitioning to the democratic era, it seemed like the table has turned around. Why does it seem like our older generations are not giving we, the younger people, a chance in electoral positions, going down from the party levels down to the main elections? Thank you.
Thank you, Thomas. Please put your hands together for them, ladies and gentlemen. Dr. Abiola, Thomas is saying that it's easier for younger people to lead in military rule than in democratic dispensation. What's happening?
Well, I think that we need to fix our politics, and that's very important. And so let me speak to the what we can call the triangular approach to politics, which I think the country needs to look at. And I'm going to take that from a 3-point of view. One of the reasons why we're still having the crisis that we're having is because we don't have value-driven political class. And we need to say that. Irrespective of whatever we see that is ongoing in the last 26 years, there's still a huge challenge with the political class. There's lack of political ideology. There is a lot of godfatherism. There are so many things that are affecting our budding democracy that would not make us to get to where we want to get to, and that would affect the young people. Because if there's no clarity in terms of ideology in any political party system, it's very difficult for marginalized groups like young people, like women, persons with disabilities, to be able to attain any position. Now, and if you look at the role of the youth in the last few years, there was a not too young to run law, that was passed. And one would have expected that after the passage of that would have increased the number of, young people in politics. You can see that law has not been able to adequately address that problem because the political class is not value-driven. The political class is not following, the rudiments of the laws that they even made, by themselves. The second issue is that, of course, there must be reforms, both electoral and constitutional reforms. We have been toying and playing with electoral and constitutional reform for years in this country, and there is a need for us, to begin to then start taking our issues one by one. People talk about the need for us to have the Electoral Offences Commission, as a way of addressing some of the problems. We cannot continue to turn all our election results to the courts. The courts cannot be that determines, the right of people to be able to vote. So we need to look at our electoral laws. We need to look at our constitution. And the third issue which I want to raise in terms of what we need to do in terms of fixing politics is that the citizens, there is also the issue about citizens' participation. If the citizens are not standing to hold the government accountable, if we are not raising the question that we need to raise about the kind of middle class and the kind of political class that we have today, it is very difficult for us to be able, to address our problems. So I just thought that is important, and that affects the participation of the youth, affect the participation of Nigerian people. And of course, on the issue of the NSAS that he had raised earlier, my question would rather be, why did he allow it to happen? So the question of strong institutions is also important. If we have institutions that are strong, that are effective and efficient, probably there would never be. Where there are accountability systems, if you found a situation where a police head there is someone you can call.
All right.
We don't need to go to the social media. Most of the things we see today is because the social media is telling us this is what the police did, then they will react. They should not be reactive. People should be able to hold the police accountable through a process that is open and transparent. Until when we have those institutions.
Thank you so much.